We're going to start in child's pose this morning. Your knees are bent, your hips are sitting back towards your heels, and it's totally up to you. Would you like your hips a little bit more open? Then open your knees. Would you like your back a little bit more open? Then keep your knees together. Good morning, Jenny. You could also sit on a block if your hips feel super tight this morning. And you can always rest your head on your hands or your third eye directly on the mat. Good morning, Vince. How are you? Beardless man now. Take a deep breath in and let it go. In child's pose, resting, but yet awakening the body this morning with your breath. So go ahead and allow that breath to fill your spine, to fill the back of your body. And release that breath again. Removing any residual feelings you have from your sleep, your dreams, any thoughts you have about your day, and be right here, right now. Good morning, Scott. Sitting on your mat. You have 2 more breaths in child's pose. And come towards hands and knees. So hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are hip distance apart. If you don't have the playlist, you can get it. I don't either, Tracy. That's pretty funny. Go ahead and hit the first song, Misty Morning, on the playlist. I hope it's not too loud. So in hands and knees, just moving through some spinal waves, arching your back, looking up. Exhale, rounding. People are texting me, but I don't know how to respond and not lose Facebook. Look up, roll the shoulders back, breathe in. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Take the right, come to a neutral spine first. Reach your right arm up to the sky. So just open up the right side of your body towards the right side of your mat. And take that right arm and thread it between your left hand and your left knee. You're going to come onto the back of the arm, the right ear, the right temple, and just rest there. Stretch those right fingertips a little bit more towards the left side of the mat. You're going to begin a twist. Keep the hips square. And maybe use that left hand a little bit. Push down into that left hand and peel that left shoulder open just a little bit more. Just a gentle twist here. The ear, the temple, the right shoulder, the back of the hand are all on the mat. All right, pushing into that left hand, unwind that right arm and reach it out in front of you. Now take that left leg and reach it behind you. So you're balancing on the left hand and the right knee. Keep reaching. Now lift your belly button into the spine. Keep that engagement of the core and pull your elbow into the knee and round the back. Inhale, extend it back out. Exhale, round. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale. Exhale, round, and hug it right here. Lift the knee, lift the belly, lift the elbow. Squeeze it all in nice and tight. Reach it back out, right arm, left hand, right arm, left leg. There you go. And reach it out to the side. Left leg out to the side, right arm. Good. Reach it back up. And out to the side. 2 more. Reach. Out to the side. Last time, reach. And out to the side. Little preview about what we'll be doing later. Reach it back out, right arm, left leg. Place the right arm down. Pull the left leg in. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. And sink the hips forward. So your right knee is down, your left foot is forward. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest. Oh, it just should feel good in the hips. Pull the hips back, straighten the left leg. Maybe the left toes go to the sky. Pull the hips back. Walk the hands forward. Stretch through the back body. And bend into the knee again. Sink those hips forward 1 more time. Shoulders back, heart lifts, breathe in. And come back to hands and knees. This time we're going to reach the left arm up to the sky. Inhale, the chest open to the left side of your mat. And then thread that left arm between the right hand and the right knee. So reaching those left fingertips to the right. Using your right hand on the mat to engage that right shoulder to the back body a little bit more. It's warmer back here, up, down here now, don't you think? We got a new air conditioner. Everything's different. And go ahead, unwrap that, pushing into the right hand, unwrap that left arm, stretch it forward, and reach the right arm back behind you. Extend, hold it there, right leg, left hand, pull the belly button into the spine, hold it one more breath, and then keeping the belly button into the spine, pull the elbow into the knee and round the back, extend it long and inhale, exhale, round the back, extend it long and inhale. One more time, squeeze it in. Extend it long and inhale. Now this time you're going to squeeze it in, lift the belly, pull the elbow in, round the back, engage the core. Reach it back out again and stretch it out to the side. And left arm, right leg, out to the side. Back to the center. One more time, out to the side, hold it. Back to the center, place the left hand down, step the right foot forward. I see you found me, Shelly. Sink the hips. I don't know how to text and be on Facebook Live. Sink the hips forward, roll the shoulders back. And I also don't know how to do Facebook Live on my laptop. So there you go for technology. Pull the hips back, straighten the right leg. Bend into the right knee, pull the shoulders back, take a big breath in. Bring the right knee back. Come to plank pose. So curl the toes under, hands and toes. Now walk the hands to the back of your mat so you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. The knees can be bent. This is your first forward fold. First hamstring stretch. So let it relax. Heads down. Feet can be even hip distance or a little wider. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the arms up to the sky. Grab the left wrist, stretch to the right. Reach the arms up to the sky, grab the right wrist, stretch to the left. Inhale the arms up to the sky, forward fold. You're at the back of your mat. Walk your hands out to plank pose. And walk your feet to your hands. Front of the mat, forward fold. Just staying here, you can grab the opposite elbow for ragdoll. Sway a little bit side to side. Release the hands down, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms up, inhale, grab the left wrist, stretch to the right. Inhale, grab the right wrist, stretch to the left. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Walk the feet out to plank pose. Hold it for a breath, so pull your hands to your toes to your hands. Pull the rib cage in, but not the butt up. Just feel the core and walk the hands back to your feet. Come all the way to standing. Inhale up. Exhale. This time, interlace your fingers behind the back. Keep the rib cage hugging in. Roll the shoulders back and fold all the way down. If it's too much to have your hand clasps and forward fold, just bring your hands to the low back and don't worry about it. Release the hands. Walk out to plank pose. Lift your right leg. Lower your right leg. Lift your left leg. Lower your left leg. Walk your feet to your hands at the front of the mat. Come all the way to standing. Clasp the hands behind the back, but do the funky grip. So the opposite thumb is on top. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body. Breathe in. And forward fold. Let it go. Release the hands. Walk out to plank pose. Lift your right hand. Lower it down. Lift your left hand. Lower it down. Walk your hands to your feet. Come all the way to stand. Inhale. We're going to move it a little bit faster. Exhale. Fold all the way down. Walk your hands out to plank pose. Walk your feet to your hands. Just warming up the hamstrings. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Walk your hands out to plank pose. Walk your hands to your feet. You know what I meant. Come all the way to stand. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way down. Walk your hands out to plank pose and hold. Feel warm? I hope you are. I watched my son doing these. He was warming up out in the backyard, inchworms. I said, we haven't done inchworms in a long time. Lower the knees, the belly, and the chest. Bring your hands next to your rib cage. Roll the shoulders back. Find cobra. Sway a little bit side to side, opening up the front of the body. All those forward folds, this should feel good. lower back down. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, hands and knees or plank pose, and back to downward facing dog. Woo! First down dog. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Feel the backs of the legs stretching as you press the heels back and down. Bend your right knee, shift your weight into your left leg. And then bend your left knee, shift your weight into your right leg. Both legs are straight. Now bend both of your knees. Look to your hands and step or lightly float to the front of your mat. Lift halfway up, flatten your back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, fold all the way down. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Step back or jump back to chaturanga or high plank. Ending up on your bellies, finding cobra. Lower back down, press up to plank pose, and back to downward facing dog. We're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do that one more time. Surya Namaskar A. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, rise up, maybe a little back bend at the top. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway up, breathe it in. Step back or float back through vinyasa. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, open your right hip. Pull the right knee into your nose, bring your shoulders over the wrists. Keep your shoulders over the wrist, stretch your right leg back. Pull the right knee into your nose, stretch your right leg back. Pull the right knee into your nose, step the foot between the hands, and come all the way up to a crescent lunge. So remember in crescent lunge, that back knee can be bent. You don't want to be leaning too far forward in this. You want to be able to lift the front of the pelvis. Good, sink the hips a little bit more. Bring your hands to your hips and straighten your right leg. Don't worry, we're going to get to core. I know you're missing it right now. Pull the legs towards one another and start to fold over that right leg. You can go all the way down, or if you need to place the hands down, go ahead and do that. That back knee can be slightly bent. Right leg, try and get it as straight as you can. Want you to get into that hamstring. If you're a hypermobile person, make sure that right knee is slightly bent. Squeeze the legs towards one another. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bend your right knee again. Come back up to crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale to warrior two, opening up to the left side of the mat. Relax the shoulders down, sink the hips. Track that right knee right over those left toes. Sink a little bit deeper. Keep that left thigh bone back and the hips square to the left side of your mat. Now keep the legs just where they are. You're going to flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. Now push into your right big toe mound, engage your right quad, and straighten the right leg. Keep leaning back. Reach the right arm forward and all the way down, triangle pose. Right hand can be on the shin or on a block or on the outside of your right foot. Squeeze the legs towards one another, lean the shoulder blades back and down, and look up towards the sky. Bending your right knee, reverse your warrior again. Now listen up, you're going to take that right arm forward, down, and all the way back. Speed skater to the back of the mat. So bending that left knee, keep the right leg straight. See how we're getting into the hamstrings today. Spin your toes to the back of the mat, all the way to the back of the mat. You're in a low lunge twist. So the left knee is bent, the right leg is straight, the left arm is up to the sky. Roll the shoulders back, lean back. Now keep the right shoulder back. Push the right palm down and step the left foot back to a side plank. Lower all the way down to your mats. Face the front of the room. Here we are. Core. Navasana. Shoulders back. You knew I wouldn't miss core. Engage the abdominal muscles. Keep the legs nice and straight. Lower down Ardha Navasana. All that means is your legs are hovering, your low back's on the mat, but the shoulder blades are lifted. Come on back up. Boat pose. Half boat pose. Back to Sanskrit. Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Back to English. Boat. half boat, Sanskrit, Navasana, Ardha Navasana, boat, half boat, Navasana, Ardha Navasana. Last time, boat, half boat, pull the knees into your chest. You're going to cross the ankles. You're going to rock and roll. You're going to place your hands forward and try to jump back. Ready? Roll back and forth. You're going to tuck those heels in, plant those hands, step back or float back through vinyasa. Woo! Take a big breath in and down dog. And a big breath out. I'm warm. Woo, doggy. All right, lift that left leg up to the sky. Bend your left knee and open that left hip. I'm going to do it again with you. Woohoo! Step that left foot between the hands. Come all the way up, crescent lunge. Left knee is forward. Remember, you can bend that back knee a bit and you can still get low, okay? But I want you to think about the front of the pelvis lifting. Shoulders are back and down. Breathe. Now bring your hands to your hips. Straighten the left leg. Engage the legs towards one another. Start to lean forward. Now, if you need to bend the right knee, you go ahead and do that. If you need to plant your hands, go ahead and do that. Try to keep the left leg straight. We're eventually going to come to a pyramid pose. Squeeze the legs towards one another and really drag that left heel back isometrically to fire up that left hamstring. Bend the left knee again. Come all the way back up, crescent lunge. I'm sorry, you're going to look at my back on this side, warrior two. So remember, you want to pull that right hip and thigh bone back. Keep that left knee opening. Relax the shoulders down. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Now push into your left big toe mound, engage your left quad. Keep the left leg straight. Stay here for a breath. Feel the left side body getting long. And then reach forward and down for triangle pose. Shoulders are back. You're leaning back. You're opening your heart here. Squeeze the legs towards one another. And blow. Bend your left knee. Reverse your warrior. Good. Reach that left arm forward, down and back. Speed skate to the back of the mat. Sink that right hip towards the right heel. Keep the left leg straight. And then all the way to the back of the mat. Left hand down, right knee is bent, right arm is up to the sky, low lunge twist. Left leg is lifted, right knee is bent, lean back a bit. Now, concentrate on bringing that left shoulder to the back of your body. That's going to support you in the next pose, side plank. Woo! Lower the hips all the way to the mat. Should we do English first or Sanskrit? Navasana. Lower down. Come on up. Lower down. Come on up for 8. Squeeze. 7. Squeeze. 6. Squeeze. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Give yourself a hug. Woo! Cross those ankles. Use the momentum of rocking back, pulling those heels in towards the butt, planting those hands, and lift those hips up to jump back. Here you go. Rock back. Come forward. There you go. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that again. We're going to do that again, and we're going to do that a little bit quicker and more core. So there's a benefit to that. Lift the right leg to the sky. Breathe in. Bend the knee. Open the hip. You can flip if you want. You can have another opportunity to find a back bend though later. Pull the right knee into the nose. Step it forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up to the sky. This is where it's going to change a bit. Bend the elbows. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body. Inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Come down inside of that right leg. Elbows can be bent or hands can be on the low back. It's up to you. Come all the way up. Straighten the right leg. Ho, ho, ho. Squeeze the legs towards one another. Engage the core. Keep the shoulders rolling to the back of the body. Fold forward. Whew. Can you do this without hands? Bend your right knee. Release those hands up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the right palm. Reverse the warrior. Straighten the right leg. Inhale. Triangle pose, exhale. Take a breath. Bend your right knee. Reverse your warrior again. Inhale all the way up. Stretch that right arm forward, down, and all the way back. Speed skate. Spin to the back of your mat. Low lunge twist. Left arm to the sky. Side plank. Left leg is back. You can keep that left leg lifted. Bend your left knee. Lower the left foot. Flip it before you lower it. This is an option. Navasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on back up. Cross the ankles. Step back or float back. All right. Having fun this morning. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Lift the left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee. If you're a flipper, you flip. Otherwise, just stay here. Pull the left knee into the nose. Step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Bend those elbows out to the side. Try to get that opposite thumb on top. So the weird grip. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Roll the shoulders back. Breathe in. Humble warrior. Drop down. So your core's got to be super engaged. So this doesn't all pull on your low back. You're inside of that left knee. Your head is lowered. It's called humble for a reason. Come on back up. You're going to straighten that right leg. You're going to squeeze the legs towards one another. Lift the belly and chest. Breathe in. Keep the arms nice and strong. The core nice and strong. The legs nice and strong. Start to lean forward over the left leg. Try to drop the head if you can. The knuckles are going to lift up. The legs are super strong. Press into that left big toe mound. Another breath here. Come on back up. Crescent lunge. Bend the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip your left palm. Straighten that left leg. Lean back. Find Trikonasana triangle pose. Take a breath. We're not going to be here long. Bend your left knee. Reverse your warrior. Left arm's up to the sky. Left arm forward, down and back. Speed skate to the back of the mat where your back knee is bent. Left leg is straight. Spin to the back of your mat. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Right arm is up to the sky. Prepare your left shoulder for side plank. Step that right leg back. Side plank. That top leg can be lifted. Bend your top leg and either drop your bum or flip your side plank. Navasana. Whew. 8 times. Here you go. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. I think there's 4 more, but I don't know. I think there's 2 more. Last one. Good. All right. Pull the knees into your chest. Rock and roll. Find your way back to child's pose. So you guys already got 50 reps of core work in. And is it 8 o'clock? It's not even 8 o'clock. Woohoo, time to roller. How are you? All right, come back to hands and knees and find your way back to downward facing dog. That was your break. That's it. Walk your hands to the back of your mat and come all the way to standing. All right, you're standing at the back of the mat. I want you to balance on your left leg and cross your right ankle. Did I tell you to stand up?
Yes.
Okay. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, figure 4 or standing pigeon. So you're going to find your way into a one-legged chair pose with your ankle over your knee. Now make sure it's above the knee, obviously more on the quad, and flex your right foot so that you can protect your right knee. Sit back through the hips a little bit more and think about opening the right knee to the right side and back. Down. More down than back. All right, one more breath here. Balancing on that left leg, you're going to lift the right knee up towards the sky. Arms are going to come up. Extend the right leg long and swing that right leg all the way back. Warrior 3. Keep the legs where they are. Lower the hands to the mat. Pull the right foot next to the left foot, but don't lower it. You can bend your left knee. You're going to open your right leg out to the side. You're going to lower it next to the left foot and all the way back to standing splits. Lower the right leg next to the left leg, but don't let it hit the floor. Open it up to the side and come on back, right foot next to left foot. Lift the right leg back up. Walk the hands out to a plank pose. Good. Pull the right knee into your nose. Step the foot between the hands. Come all the way up to a crescent lunge. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Come all the way back down. Hands down. Now listen up. You're going to balance on the right leg. Standing splits. Left leg is up to the sky. Pull the left leg all the way through to a standing balance. Open left knee out to the side for tree pose. Good, so just working on our balance here. Obviously, we're working on hamstring too when we're at the back of the mat. Reach the arms up to the sky. Now, reach your right arm forward and your left arm back behind you. Take the left foot off the right leg and extend it all the way back. Ah, I'm falling. You knew where we were going though. Half moon pose. This one's for Nancy. She loves half moon. Push into the right foot, the right hand. Open up the chest. Take a big breath. Good. One more breath. Bend your right knee. Reach those left toes to the back of the mat. Reverse your warrior. And hands come down inside of the right foot for gecko pose. So your right foot is a little bit wider. Maybe you want to walk it out a little bit more. Maybe you want to drop the left knee. I want you to get into the hips, whatever you do here. All right, plank pose. Oh. Hold plank. Lift your right leg. Tap it out to the right. Bring the right leg back in and down. Lift the left leg. Tap it out to the left. Bring it back in and down. Lift the right arm. Lower it. Lift the left arm. Lower it. Lower all the way to your bellies. Roll your shoulders to the back of the body. I should have told you you could do that on hands and knees, but try not to. And all the way back to downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Come all the way up to standing. Balancing on the right leg. Lift the left knee. Cross the left ankle over the right knee and sit back into standing pigeon. Flex the foot. Open the knee down and back. Sit back a little bit deeper if you can. If you want to find some balance options or arms, you can do whatever you want here. Thank God there's walls. What are we going to do when we get back to the studio and there's no walls or furniture to balance on? Come all the way up. Lift that left knee. Extend that left leg nice and long. Swing it all the way back, warrior three. And plant the hands on the mat. Bring the left leg in line with the right. Open it up to the left. Back in line with the right. And back to standing splits. Do it again. In line but not down. Open out to the side. Back to hover. And all the way back. One more time. In. Out. In. Back. Walk out to plank pose. Pull the knee into your nose. Step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale all the way up. Maybe it's just me that needs furniture and walls. I don't know. Standing splits all the way down. Good. Try to bring the straight right leg all the way through if you can, or start with the right knee bent. But you're going to balance on the left leg. Extend the right leg forward if you can. So if you start with the knee bent, just extend the leg. Good. Then bend the knee and find tree pose. Arms are up to the sky. Left arm forward, right arm behind you. Now take your time. Lift that right foot off the left leg, and slowly you're going to lower to half moon pose. Bend your left knee. Reach those right toes to the back of the mat. Reverse your warrior. Hands come down inside of the left foot for gecko pose. So it's just a wide hip opener here. Step the left foot back, plank pose. Lift the right leg. Pull the right knee to the right shoulder. Stay in plank pose. Back to that right leg lifted and lower it. Lift the left leg. Pull it towards your left shoulder. All the way back, down. Let's do it again. Right knee, right shoulder. Back and down. Left knee, left shoulder. Back and down. You're going to do it 4 more times each side. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Okay, here you go. Lower all the way to your bellies. Roll your shoulders to the back of the body. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. All right, this one is going to be a little bit of what we just did, but a lot of bit of what's a little bit new and a lot of balance, okay? So a lot of one leg stuff. So, come forward to plank pose. Pull your knee into your nose. Stay still in plank pose. Step the right foot forward, crescent lunge. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Standing splits. Now, we're going to have some fun here. So pull the left leg in line with the right leg. Take your peace fingers. Grab your big toe. Bend your right knee if you have to. Try to keep hand to big toe. Open the left leg out to the side. Lower it back down. We're going to do it 2 more times. Open the left leg out to the side. See if you can keep hand to big toe and all the way back. Last time. Open it out to the side and all the way down. Now try to keep the hand on the big toe and bring your right hand to your right hip and come all the way. If you can, keep the right knee bent. It'll help to standing. Now that was hard. So if you need to, you're going to bend your right knee and be right here. If you can, you're going to be extended. Woo! 1 more breath here. Release the toe, but extend the leg, hands at heart center, all the way back, warrior 3. Bend your right knee, lower the right hand to the mat, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, open it up. Bend your right knee, reverse your warrior all the way back. We're going to go to speed skate. Right arm forward, down and back. Speed skate all the way to the back of the mat. From here, we're not going to the back of the mat like we did before. We're going to go back to half moon pose, all the way back. Whew. Take that left leg, bring it out to the side. Lower the left leg to hover right next to the right. Lift it back up out to the side. Lower it back to hover. Now cross it behind the right leg. So your legs are crossed, left leg behind the right leg. Press into the big toe mounds of the feet. Bring your hands to hips and come all the way to standing. So right leg is crossed in front of the left leg, okay? Reach your arms up to the sky. Grab your left wrist and stretch to the right. It doesn't matter. Grab one wrist and stretch to the opposite side. Come back up. Grab the right wrist. Stretch to the left or the other wrist. Come on back up. Bend the elbows out to the side. Now, bend your knees and lift that right knee up a little bit so you can really wrap that right leg around the left leg and take the left arm underneath the right arm. Sit back for eagle. Sit back a little bit deeper. If you want to have some fun, bring the elbow to the knee. Squeeze it. You're going to balance on your right leg. Left leg, sorry. Come all the way up. Lift the right knee. And bring your hands to heart center. Just rest a minute. That was a lot. You'll live, I promise. And you'll be stronger because of it. Particularly if you found that challenging and move beyond what you thought you could do. That's strengthening the mind as well as the body. Reach the arms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Fold all the way down. Exhale. Lift halfway up, breathe in, and find your way back to downward facing dog as you breathe out. Come forward to plank pose. Pull the knee into your nose. Step the foot forward, crescent lunge, inhale all the way up. Exhale, standing splits. Okay, left leg can be a little bent here, okay? It's gonna help you to grab the toe. So pull the right knee leg in, keep the right leg lifted. Grab the big toe with your right fingers. Here's another trick. The left hand can be on a block. I could have said that earlier. Reach the right leg out to the side and bring it back down. Right leg out to the side, back down. One more time. Right leg out to the side, back down. Now balancing on the left leg. Bring your left hand to your hip. Come all the way up to balance. If you need to grab hand to knee, that's fine. If you can grab hand to big toe, that's cool. The left knee can be bent. One more breath. Release the toes. Reach the arms up to the sky. Extend that right leg. Good. Pull it all the way through. Half moon pose. Bend your left knee. Reach the right toes to the back of the mat. Reverse your warrior. Left arm up and back. Speed skate to the back of the mat. All the way down and back. Whew. Walk that left hand forward. Half moon pose. Bring the right leg outside of the right side of your body. Lower it down to hover next to the left. Lift it back up. Lower it back to hover and cross it behind the left. So you got your right leg behind your left leg. Push down to the big toe mounds. Bend that back knee a little bit. Bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way to standing. Reach your arms up to the sky. Grab your left wrist. Stretch to the right. Come back to center. Grab your right wrist. Stretch to the left. Good. Come back to center. Bend your elbows. Now bend your knees. Lift that left leg and re-wrap it. Try to get as much of that inner thigh on the right inner thigh. Take the right arm underneath the left arm. You can bring your hands to your shoulders or the back of the hands. All right. Eagle. Garandasana. Sit back a little bit deeper. Maybe bring your elbows to your knees. Squeeze it nice and tight. Unwind, come back up, lift that left knee, breathe in. Place the foot down, hands to heart center, close your eyes. You're breathing, you're coming back, you're okay. Reach your arms up to the sky, take a big breath in. Forward fold, exhale all the way down. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Step or float back, vinyasa, let it go. All right, come forward to plank pose. Lift your right leg, pull it in towards your nose. Now cross the right ankle over the knee in plank pose. So you're finding that figure four that we've been doing in plank pose. Now start to walk your hands to the back of your mat. You're gonna end up bending your left knee and that's okay. So you can stay here. This is a really nice stretch. Or you can come up and balance. Good. If you want to take the arm balance, you know who you are. Good. Bring the hands back down. Walk back out to plank pose. Pull the right knee into your nose. Step the foot between the hands. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the side. Interlace your fingers behind the back of the body. Roll the shoulders back, breathe in. Humble warrior, breathe out. Come on back up, breathe in. Straighten the right leg. Lean back. Keep the leg strong. Breathing in, leaning back, and come down over that right leg. Good. Lift halfway up. Bend your right knee. And warrior three with a hand clasp. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Swing that left leg through. Grab the left toes and come to a standing balance. You can have hand and knee here. Release the toes, reach the arms up. Swing that leg all the way back, half moon pose. Bend your right knee. Lower the left toes to the back of the mat. Reverse your warrior. Take a big breath in. speed skate to the back of the mat. We are now gonna go to the back of the mat, spin the toes all the way around, low lunge twist. Now, here's an option. You can grab your big toe of the left foot with your peace fingers, or just step back to side plank. I'll show the peace fingers, some of you know it. You can be in side plank here. Release that foot, maybe it's behind you. Lower all the way down. Extend your legs out in front of you, reach your arms up to the sky, and fold down. You're welcome. Reach your arms up to the sky. Bring the arms behind you. Now you can bend your knees or keep your legs straight. Fingertips are forward. Shoulders to the back of the body. Puff the chest. You're going to press into your heels or bend your knees and press into the feet. Lift your hips up and roll your shoulders back. Breathe in. Lower down. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock and roll. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Okay, you like how we brought all that together? Okay, I hope I can remember it. Left leg, actually come forward to plank pose. Lift that left foot, pull the knee into your chest, crossing left ankle over the left knee. Open your knee. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Your right knee is gonna bend. You can stay here in the fold, find the arm balance, or come all the way up to a balance. Plant the hands back down, walk back out to plank pose, pull the knee into your nose, step it forward, all the way up, inhale. Bend the elbows out to the side, humble warrior, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale all the way up, straighten that left leg, lean back to yesterday, squeeze the legs towards one another, and fold all the way down. Good, bend the left knee again, come forward to warrior three. Left hand to hip, try to grab the big toe of the right foot with the right fingers and come all the way up. You can have hand to knee. Shoulders back and down. Heart lifts, leg is straight if you can get it. Release the toes, reach the arms up. Transition to half moon pose. So back with the leg and then open the hip as you lower the left hand to the mat. Bending the left knee, reach the right toes to the back of the mat. Reverse your warrior, big breath in. Speed skate to the back of the mat. Start to spin your toes to the back of the mat, low lunge twist. So here you can grab the big toes of the peace fingers or just step back to a side plank. Release the toes if you have it. Come on to your backs. Extend the legs long, reach the arms up to the sky, take a big breath in, and fold all the way down. Reach the arms up to the sky. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips forward, shoulders to the back of the body. Bend the knees or not. Press the heels or feet down. Lift the hips up and back or up. Lower all the way down. Cross your ankles, and I want you to come to pigeon pose. So right knee is forward, left leg is back. Just like that. So right knee is wide. Right heel is more to the left hip. Walk the left foot back. So don't give up on yourself in this part of class. So while it's a little bit more chill, it's so important. It's important for the next time you take yoga. It's important for any workout you're going to do to find the opportunity to stretch and hold poses as well as moving through them. So you can relax down. You can be on your backs for thread the needle if you have knee issues. All right, bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Curl your left toes under. Come to a three-legged dog. You're going to pull the right knee into your nose again. Step the right foot forward. Drop the left knee down. Straighten the right leg. Bring the right foot forward. Curl the left toes under. Lift the left knee and walk the left foot. You're coming to splits, okay? Right leg is forward. Left leg is back. If you have a prop, you can put it underneath your right hip. We did a lot of hamstrings, so this might feel good. This might feel better than it normally does. It certainly will feel good to release the hamstrings. All right, pull it in. Oh. Step the left foot forward, pigeon on the left. So left knee is wide and forward. Left heel is towards the right hip, walking that right leg back, pigeon on the left. Couple more breaths here. Okay, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, curl your right toes under, bring the left leg back, three-legged dog, step the right foot forward, drop a left foot forward, right knee down, straighten the left leg, push the left foot forward, curl the right toes under, walk the right leg back. So a lot of back pain, low back pain, comes from tight hamstrings. So make sure you take the time to stretch your hamstrings. It's super important. Okay, find your way onto your backs. Oh. Knees are bent all the way onto your backs. Bring the elbows into the sides of the body. Roll the shoulders to the back of the body. As you push your upper arms into the mat, lift your upper spine off the mat. So elbows and upper arms push down to get the upper spine off the mat. But your collarbones are reaching towards the mat. The back of your head is pushing down. Your chin has lifted away from your chest to keep the back of the neck off the mat. Pushing into the feet, lift the hips up. You can shimmy those shoulders under a little bit more and maybe clasp the hands or grab the ankles, okay? Or you don't have to. Don't worry about it. Chin's away from the chest. Chest is pumping up towards the sky. One more breath, opening up the front of the body. Release the hands, lower down. We're going to do that 2 more times. You have an option of doing bridge pose again, or I'm going to get on my mat so I don't slide, full wheel. Knees are bent, tailbones reaching towards the heel at all times. Hands are next to the ears, fingertips towards your feet. Elbows to the sky, shoulders to the back of the body. Puff the chest, then come to the top of the head. Tailbone towards the knees, shoulders to the back of the body, elbows to the back of the room. Now straighten your arms and puff your chest to the back of the room. Keep it up there. Shoulders back, chest puffs. Breathe in. Look to the ceiling. Everyone lowers down. Okay. I always do that in 3 steps because it's going to be a whole lot better to open up your chest, okay? You want to focus on trying to curl as much in your upper back. Your low back's going to do it. So I want you to concentrate on getting your tailbone towards your knees and keeping your core nice and strong, rolling the shoulders to the back of the body so you have more emphasis on a curve, back bend in your upper body and engaging the core to support your low back, okay? Particularly if you have low back issues. Let's do it again. Full wheel or bridge pose. So I will cue full wheel again. Knees are bent, feet are down, tailbone towards the heels. Hands next to the ears, fingertips towards the feet, elbows to the sky, shoulders back and down, puff the chest. Now come to your head. Elbows to the back of the room, shoulders to the back of the body. Chest is puffing through those arms. Straighten the arms. Breathe. Now think about the upper back curling and the core strong. 3 more breaths. You got this. 2 more breaths. You got this. Last breath. Don't give up. It's still a breath. Look up. Lower down. Feet are hip distance apart. Let the knees drop to the left. Come through center. Let the knees drop to the right. Just windshield wiper back and forth to take any pressure off that low back. All right. Bring those feet up towards the sky. Viparita Karani, okay? You can take a block underneath your low back. If you want to take this to plow pose, please make sure you know what plow pose is. If not, this is a great inversion to bring the blood back down into the body, okay? So you can be here, you can have a block underneath your back, or you're going to push into your upper arms to support your low back with your hands. Don't look any direction but to the sky. Same idea to keep the chin away from the chest and the shoulders to the back of the body. You'll drop those feet behind your head. If you have neck issues, do not do this pose. Stay in legs to the sky. If you're in plow pose, you're going to bend your knees right next to your ears in Karna Pidasana. If you have legs up to the skies, keep them there. Release your hands if you have them clasped. And everyone slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Open your right arm and cross the right knee across the body. Pull the knees back into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Keep the left knee in. Open the left arm. Cross the left leg across the body. Look to the left. Come back to center. Grab the bottoms of both feet. Knees are wide. Happy baby. All right, give yourself another hug. If you're listening to the playlist, go all the way to the last song. Extend your legs onto the mat. Palms open to the sides of the body. Take a big breath in through your nose. As you exhale, close your eyes if they're not closed. Each inhale fills you up. Each exhale releases you even more. Relaxing your jaw, dropping the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relaxing those shoulders down. Feeling the weight of the back of the arms resting on your mat. Feel your spine letting go, the muscles that supported you in all of those poses along your spine. Let them release from the back of your neck all the way to your tailbone. Feel your chest opening as your arms lay heavy. Feel your belly rise and fall with each inhale and each exhale. Feel the backs of your legs and the backs of your butt, the butt. Let your feet fall open as you relax the muscles in your pelvis and hips. As you breathe in along the front of your body, from your toes up through your thighs, your hips, your chest, the front of your face. And then as you exhale, let it go along the back of the body, the back of the skull, the neck, your spine, your hips, your legs. Each inhale rises up through the front body. Each exhale along the back of the body. You have 2 more breaths like that. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Give your toes a little wiggle. Roll your hands around your wrists. Roll your feet around your ankles. Let your head roll from side to side. With your next inhale, reach your arms back behind you and stretch your fingertips to the back of the room, the toes to the front. Big inhale, lengthen. Big exhale, pull your knees into your chest and roll to the right sides of your bodies. Using your hands, gently push up to seated pose. Your hands at heart center. Bow your heads with your eyes remaining closed. Take a moment to thank yourself for your practice, for getting up and taking care of you, making space in your life for you, for these moments of connection. I thank you for joining me. I offer you all Namaste, friends.